My name's Tom Horner. I am we like to call it the director, but I guess the practice administrator for Dr. Paul Glat in the greater Philadelphia area. He's a board certified plastic surgeon. We have a huge hair practice. And he's been in practice for the last 20 years. Again, this is our third year with Yellow Telescope. We're working with more than one coordinator and in more than one capacity, getting ready to bring on some of the other options that are available, ice cream, social media, etc. Sure. So we're in our third year now, working with Ed and the team with YT. About 4 years ago, I realized that we really needed some support from someone that's not so involved with the day-to-day in the practice. And one of our residents actually was talking with a doctor that he was interviewing with, and they mentioned the whole YT process, Yellow Telescope, and what it's done for their sales. So did some research online, and then sent in a web inquiry, and Ed answered it. And came down for the seminar in October, just me, just to get a feel, and couldn't believe what I saw. And initially, it felt like it kind of goes against what you're just used to in practice, kind of just, the talking to people about the procedure and the cost and all of those things prior to bringing them in for a consult. But as time went on, we started to really realize that, having a well-informed patient, guiding them through their journey into what's going to be the best protocol or the best procedure for themselves was really kind of the way to go. And we found that in doing just that, the day-to-day just made more sense. So, again, going back, we realized that we needed some help. Came highly recommended by some people that I had talked with. We did our due diligence and called other practices. And, in year one, first year alone, I think our sales increased by about 50%, just by introducing our two coordinators to the process and having them trained. So from that perspective, it's just been great. And then, we work with SE Oversight as well. John and Ed and the whole team are really helping us, guide us into where we're going to get our best bang for the buck, what our marketing strategies really need to be and should be. Making sure that we're working with companies that have our success as part of their mission statement, and in doing that, we've seen a great turnaround in our web conversion. Our quality of leads has increased. So all in all, we're getting good leads. We have a great process for speaking with the leads and identifying what their needs are, and then we're bringing them in and really closing a great percentage of patients. It's just great. It's great to work with people. It's very personal. The practice, our coordinators, myself, Dr. Glat, we speak with them on a regular basis. It's become, how when you work with folks at your job, you spend more time with those folks sometimes than at home. And the people that you associate with on a daily basis, it is a huge part of what we do and who we are in our lives. So, John and Ed and anybody that we've ever met and worked with through Yellow Telescope really fits nicely. It's like another extension of the family. But with people who are there to support you through tough decisions, through making changes. Change is really hard, So there's a level of trust. There's a rapport that's just honest and sincere. And it's been fantastic, to the point where we look forward to the conference every fall. It's something that we just don't want to miss, not only for the wealth of information that we're going to get, but because you get to hang out, you get to see the people that you speak with all the time, your friends that you become friendly, and it's we know that friends support friends, and so it really is such a great experience, even from that perspective. Wouldn't want to change it. Wouldn't want to work with other people. It's you can tell when there's a passion for something. You can tell when someone believes in what they're doing, And these guys, it's just unbelievable. Everyone here truly believes that they are able to help, wants to help, and then puts the pen to paper and makes it work, you know? So it's just awesome. Well, you know, it's kind of serves many purposes. It's great to revisit, to go back to basics. You know, I'm actually here supporting my team. We have a new staff member, and we have our other coordinator, Anthony, who's getting a refresher. I believe that it's worth investing in your people. So the conference in the fall is it's a chance for us to, number one, get away as a team, come to Miami in the fall when it gets cooler up north, but to also dive back into what Yellow Telescope is, why it's important to the practice, how we're going to make it work on a team basis, because we do include some people that are not coordinators, that do not gather, give, get every single day, but they do answer the telephones and they do meet our patients, and they have to understand what it is that we're doing on a day-to-day basis. So to come here in the fall and to get our coordinators amped up again, FaceTime with John and Ed and everyone else here, is so worth the investment. When we go home, everybody's recharged, you know, and you need that. I didn't quite understand early on the necessity of the longer term contract or agreement or relationship or whatever you want to call it. But as time has gone on, we see how easy it is to find a rut and then stick into that rut, and how important it is to stop what you're doing, revisit why we're doing things a different way, and then recharge again. And that conference in the fall is something that really does that annually, and we intend to be here with at least our coordinators, Dr. Glat and myself, and then when we are able to, or if we bring other people in, they'll be here also. I don't make many decisions without talking to Ed anymore that have to do with the direction of the practice. You know, everybody at Yellow Telescope has been in the same situation that we're in. So we're going to continue, you know, right up to retirement. The scope may change a little bit. The hours could change a little bit. The number of days could change a little bit as time goes on and Dr. Glat winds down. But staffing needs, next product, introducing new services, changing the way we introduce things or what our marketing objectives are, how we want to communicate with everyone via social media. All of those things are, first email I do is to Ed to say, hey Ed, this is what we're thinking. What are your thoughts? Which direction should we go? And that's something that I plan to keep indefinitely. You know, if anybody's thinking about should you adopt the Yellow Telescope processes into your practice, it's almost a no-brainer. As I said early on, our numbers increased in the first 6 months by 50%. We've had some staffing changes. They help with that. It's just a different way of looking at the practice, approaching the patient and converting them into a patient without quote unquote selling them, making them feel like they're being sold to, but it really instills a practice and a process into your coordinators that it's win-win to everybody. And don't give it too much thought, just move forward, it's worth it.